not afraid to tell the truth. He is the one that will inform you about all those jokers that are doing wrong. You cross the line and then it's on. Sometimes the other news don't get it right. They don't get it right. But Daddy does his homework every night. News, world news, national news, he's gonna keep it tight. For the people he will fight.
And just when you thought it may be safe, it is positively, absolutely not. Good evening. I am the one and only. I'm Thaddeus Matthews, and welcome again to the most controversial show on television, on 5 pages of social media, on the Instagram, on the Periscope, on the YouTube, and I signed a contract today with another company and put some money into it, where we will be on the Fire TV app, Apple TV app, Android TV app, Smart TV app, iOS and Android mobile app, the church app, iTunes podcast, Chromecast publishing, gaming consoles as well. Now Dale is a technical person. I'm just the brain. But Dale is the technical person, and Dale did not grow up having this type of experience. Hell, her experience in this area started April 1st, my birthday this year. When we say the Fire Stick app, do we mean, Dale, that people will be able to take that Fire Stick and watch me?
Yes.
They'll be able to use it on the TV?
Yes.
What about the Apple TV app? They'll be able to do that on
Yes.
the TV too?
They'll be able to even have it on their phone.
They have that on the phone.
Mm-hmm. The
Okay.
apps.
But the Fire Stick app does what?
The Fire Stick app, because a lot of them have it downloaded on their phones or tablets.
What, Fire Stick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it's an app, so they'll still be able to watch it.
Okay. Android TV app will do what?
The Android TV is, they have the Android TVs, like smart TVs. So a lot of times
That's a smart TV.
It is.
But it has Roku on it.
It has Roku.
Okay. But you'll be able to get me almost any on all of your mediums. There would not be a reason for you not to. And it's because I'm building a black media network. Okay. Some of you have complained about the $9.95, and well, you were paying $9.95. What does the $9.95? And I want you to continue with the $9.95. And let me tell you the reason why. Building all of these apps costs thousands of dollars. Did I pay all the thousands of dollars at once? No. But I invested in what I'm doing myself because I believe in me. If I don't believe in nothing else, I believe in God first and me second. And the rest of it is an add-on.
I hadn't messed with it.
Okay. Did you cut it down?
I didn't touch it.
Because maybe I'm just hot by nature.
You get the lights.
Oh, the lights on there. Okay.
I'll go turn it up.
Oh, yeah, turn it up just a tad. We're building, and it costs us a lot of money to do what we're doing, because I ain't playing. No black man in America is doing right now what I'm doing. Your Roland Martins, your Steve Harvey, and Steve is a corporation all by himself. Steve is probably the biggest black man out here right now, but this is mine. All of this is mine, and I want you to continue with the $9.95. I want you to go there because we're going to be adding so much more to the website. Just have not had time this week to do it because we were trying to get this new plan where we're increasing our engagement, boosting my brand, which is Cussing Pastor, and we're just trying to enlarge our territory. And I thank you for being here. Okay, so go to CussingPastorTV.com. Support what I'm doing. Ain't but $9.95 a month. Nothing but $9.95 a month. I'm looking at my sexy self over there right now on the 65-inch screen. Oh, I look so tantalizing over there on the screen. So thank you for watching. My plan tonight had been to speak on lesbianism and a continuation of last night, but due to some circumstances that are taking place, I have decided to change the subject for tonight. And since it's my show, I can do that. And we'll talk about that hopefully on tomorrow night. In my midday show, I spoke about a 16-year-old by the name of Cameron Pryor. Cameron Pryor is 16 years old, has had some priors with the police department in the past at 16 years old. Cameron Pryor on yesterday got with about 3 or 4 of his buddies in a stolen Lexus. They went to one of the upper crust areas of the city of Memphis. They went to the corner of Kirby and Winchester. In fact, 6660 Poplar. There was a white man minding his own business, getting some gas for his Mercedes-Benz SUV. These lowlights decide that they want to take his vehicle. So while he's pumping gas, one of them jumps in his car. He notices that individual in his car. He comes around to his car. That person goes out of the other door. Then he sees this car that they've stolen that all of the guys are in, pointing, and they fire shots at him. What does he do? What he's supposed to do. He shoots back. He defends his life. That's what he's supposed to do. In the midst of his firing, Cameron Pryor is killed. Another guy is shot in the foot. My statement was this, and it still is: he got what he deserved. Okay? He got what he deserved. When you leave home with the intent of robbing someone, taking their property, you're armed with weapons. You fire weapons, and that person responds with fire and takes your life. You get what you deserve. Anybody, whether you're black, white, blue, or green, that's out here in the streets of Memphis or any other city in America, you're out here, you're robbing and you're stealing, you deserve whatever it is that you get. Now, there are those who want me to feel sorry because I wrote this. It was a little hard, but it's fair. Let me go to it. Let me go to my post. Here's what I said in my post. The 16-year-old who got himself killed trying to carjack is Cameron Pryor. Pryor has at least 10 prior charges and criminal trespassing, auto thefts. Pryor has no one to blame for his being dead but himself. The owner of the SUV did exactly what he was supposed to do, and that was to kill before being killed. The question must be asked, why wasn't he in school and why there was no supervision? So, mommy, when you're on the front row crying, remember the reason you're there is because your son made a bad decision and you didn't make the decision to raise him right. And no matter what you want to say now that he's dead, he was not a good boy. I don't think I lied, but sometimes the truth has a hard reality. There are those who say, don't speak ill or speak bad of the dead. Well, you can't speak good. What good am I going to say? Am I going to say he's a good old boy? He had potential to do this, or he could have been a rocket scientist. He could have been a lawyer at some point. Maybe he could have, but he didn't make the decision to do all of that, or none of that. He decided that he's going to get together with some more thugs and thieves and steal, going to rob, going to endanger the life of somebody else. Somebody wrote, his mama did the best she could. He just got with the wrong people. So I want to talk about tonight. I want to talk about tonight, are you as a parent responsible for the company that your child keeps? So I got my threats. And believe me, this, in doing this as many years as I've been doing it, this is not the first time that I've been threatened. Very few pastors in this city, very few men in this city will stand up and say that enough is enough. Or you'll get together at your church and you'll go to the social meetings and enough is enough. But none of us, or most of them, will not vocalize. I got one little boy, Michael Garrett. He on Facebook. We got 29 mutual friends. He lives in Memphis. Went to Sheffield High School. I'm going to do you like that old boy did and knock your bitch ass out. Keep your motherfucking mouth off of my family. Somebody else in there South Memphis hype man. You a bitch. Catch your ass out there. I'ma floor your big ass. You know. Then Trap Life Baby CEO. I have to almost have somebody to decipher this. OMM, you a bitch ass nigga. I'll flip your little big ass, okay. I'll flip your little big ass, yeen, YEEN, what that means there?
Really?
Okay. Yeen got shit else, I guess it's for you. Yeen got shit else to do but sit up and talk about somebody with your big bald headed, nigga blow your ass off pussy. Okay. These that means you ain't. Oh, somebody deciphered it for me. Ying means you ain't. Okay. Thank you, cause shit. I didn't know what the fuck that meant.
And OMM.
OMM means what?
On my mama.
On my mama. Well, here's what I say to you, you young wannabe gangsters. You type right up gangsters. Is that you're not the first someone to threaten me. I take precautions everywhere I go. Okay. Don't let the old, as I've been called, for some of these young folks, don't let the old fool you. But I stand firm in what I say. I don't fear you. And just like the white man did, I have no fear of killing you. No. I won't shed a tear. I won't feel sorry. See, the young gangster has to learn that there is a segment of people that no longer care about your life because we have come to realize that you don't care. You don't care about your life. You think that robbing and killing is okay. I looked at the posts that were made on my posts, and you justify your lifestyle. You justify stealing. You justify drug selling. But if I'm approached, there's only one warning. Don't walk up on me. The second motion is death. No second thoughts whatsoever. Well, don't we have a responsibility to tell it like it is? Our children now, and I'm sorry to say it, and many of them disagree, we have a lost generation. we've got a generation of no good, low life, thieving thugs that parents cannot control. You decided that you want to be partners and buddies with your child. So you don't raise your children, you allow your children to raise themselves. Then you want to cry. You want to get your nappy-headed asses on TV. Oh, that's my baby. They didn't have to kill my baby. But what do you think your baby was about to do with a weapon in his hand, and they pointed a weapon on a man in his own shit? He can't get no gas because your no good ass child wants his shit. Yeah, that's what they said. He had a good heart. He was going to be somebody someday. He had potential. What's the other one? He'll give you the shirt off his back. Yeah, that's another one. Everybody loves him. Man, I'm going to miss you, man. But they condone the lifestyle of our young people is condoned by these thugs. I went to some of these persons that threatened me. And I looked at their Facebook page. And somebody said, give you the shirt off his back that he stole from somebody else. Damn. And here are young people. See, I be asking the question, where the mama at? You shouldn't have a child living in your house that you can't go on his or her Facebook page. Shouldn't be no codes that you don't have and they live in your house. But I go and I look at these young guys with handguns. Plenty of money. Now, and sometimes I be wondering because I found out last year they were selling fake money. Okay. Yeah, and he's a minor. He's 16 years old. He's a minor. So don't tell me you too hard things. He got a mama. Well, mama, what the fuck were you doing? Why didn't you make sure your son was in the virtual school on yesterday? Who gave him permission to leave, or did he need permission to leave? He the boss at the house. You feed that little motherfucker, but he the boss in the house. He get up when he want to go. He do what he want to do. He steal and bring it into your house. Then you want to tell me it's not the mama's fault? Yes, it is. Because you don't want him to have a church funeral. You don't want a preacher to stand up. But you don't want to understand that part that says, train up a child in the way he should go. Not the way that he wants to go, but he should go. And when he gets old, he won't depart from it. You don't want to remember that part. You don't want to remember that part that says that foolishness is the way of a child. but the rod of correction will drive it from him. You don't believe in beating his ass no more. Baby born, doctor smacks him on his ass to give him life. You got to smack him on his ass every now and then to maintain his life. But you don't care. You live anyway in front of your children. You're a hoe in front of your children. Men running in and out of your house. You're a hoe. They hear the headboard going up against the wall night after night by a different man every night. They have no respect for you. They have no fear of you. But mother, didn't you realize? Spell a rod, swallow a child. That ain't Bible, but it sounds good. That ain't scripture. But it sounds good. Our young men in the black community are dying. First of all, ain't no fathers there. Fathers have walked off and left their children. There's no role models in their lives. Mothers don't have their uncles, her brothers, or malefactors in the family there as an example. And then some of them old players, some of them old motherfuckers, they doing the same damn thing. What hope do our young people have? I used to wonder why when white folk drove through the black neighborhood, they locked the doors. I used to wonder why white folk, when they were walking down the street, would clutch their bag. But the older I got, the more I understood. Hell, I love mine. I keep grace and mercy close to me. Because I don't know when you need a blessing. Look at our people. We condone this madness that is going on in our country. You're not raising your children. Your children are in charge at your house. They in charge. Some of y'all scared of your children. You feed them the bad motherfuckers. But you're scared. I put this post up about an hour or so ago. It's got 577 comments on it. Alfreda Simmons Smith says to what I said true, but we can't say that his mom didn't raise him good because the best raised kids make poor decisions. So I feel for the mother. Edward Bland, I can't say this was on the parents. He made this choice over and over again. I'm sure they begged him to stop. The streets just caught up with him before he could change. Our young men gotta find other things to do. What you want to do? I hope this news of his passing stops another young man out at them streets from being next. Somebody else, Ray Mary Arabic, sad situation. He should have been in school instead of carjacking this man for his car. praying for all involved. Dorothy Strickland says these young people is going to learn that people is sick and tired of their stupid butts. I agree with you, nobody to blame but himself. These parents need to start teaching their child they need to work for what they want, not to steal what someone else have worked. No sympathy. It's beautiful. Here's a mother that says Guido something. I don't know what his last name is. I'm going to have to disagree with him not being raised right. This could have easily been me, the mother. My son was definitely raised right, but he was doing the exact same things. The more I prayed and cried, the worse he got. Finally, I prayed and told God to do whatever he wanted to do with him. God did what I asked, what he wanted to do. Gave him 4 years in jail at 15 years old. I never will forget the day he was sentenced. When I heard the judge say 4 years, my heart dropped to my stomach. Then I heard God say, you told me to do what I wanted to do. I thank God every day that I didn't have to bury him. Just a part of my little testimony. How you begging a 15-year-old? That's my thing. How do you beg a 15-year-old? A minor living in your house? How do you beg him? What do you say to him? Please don't do this. Please don't do that. You're not going to have any good luck if you go out there and you're messing with those kids. Those kids don't have good home training. Yours don't either. Because you're having to beg them. You feeding and begging. How do you get to the place that you feed and beg? I don't understand that. Your child in your house, you providing everything that this child is supposed to have, except when he's stealing and bringing it into your house, and you know he bringing it in there. And you begging him, will you please act right? How many of y'all still poop ass? How many of you still got rules in your house that must be followed if you stay in my house? How do you stay in the house and you're a disobedient child? How come you had him locked up? Why do you not know about the company he keeps? Can just anybody come to your house? Poo Poo and Ray Ray? Come on. You let anybody come to your house? Do you even know who your children associate with? This boy was supposed to be in school. Supposed to be in school. When I was little, I couldn't play with certain children. My auntie and them had to know they folk. Couldn't just know the little child. Had to know they folk. Had to know, as the old folks said, that them folk came from good stock. Huh? Where that boy live? That's Miss Jones' son. What's her number? Huh? They had to call Miss Jones. What church Miss Jones go to? Man, it's a rough time. We're going to get ready to take a commercial break. I know this is deep and too deep for you. I'm going to open up the phone lines. Anybody that wants to call me, kid. Family members, you don't like what I'm saying? Call me. Don't just talk about me on Facebook. Call me. Tell me where I'm lying at. If y'all about to raise a GoFundMe to bury it, I was reading about one of his friends that threatened me. I'll read his page. And they were showing themselves, sure how stupid they are. They in a vehicle, and this might have been prior to yesterday, with guns in their hand, in mass. They're ready to die. Little fellow was talking about he had lost 3 friends. This was the 3rd friend this year he had lost. Go and look at these pages. Guys saying what they're gonna do to me if they see me, and I guess I ain't supposed to do nothing. But I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Without a second thought, brother. When, and again, before I take this commercial break, mothers, you need to look at your children's Facebook page. Do you allow this behavior? Or they're just children? They just children. All right. You're listening to the most controversial TV show on my Roku TV channel that is also shared on 5 Facebook pages, Instagram, Periscope, and YouTube. And we're growing. We got 9 new outlets that we will have in about the next month to 2 months. But the man says 6 weeks. Okay. But a lot of the stuff that they need, we already have developed, and we developed it for the Roku channel. I've been doing this. I've been on radio and TV 40 years. I've been threatened quite a few times, and I take no threat for granted. I used to. way back in the day. But I take every threat seriously. Uh, and I do what is necessary to protect myself. Yeah, you got a fire stick? Well, we get, hope you got one of the good fire sticks. Not the bootleg fire stick. We're getting ready to go fire stick into everything else that is necessary. All right, we're going to get ready to check this commercial break. And we will come back. And I'm going to open up the lines. Let's see what your feelings are. What are your feelings about this youth crime? Do you think that the man is justified in killing him? Or should he shot him in the pinky toe? I don't know. We'll talk with you if you want to talk. I'll be here until 9 o'clock here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Raymond Matthews, and I want to invite everybody to check out my new show, Real Talk with Ray, coming very soon to Cussing Pastor Live TV. We're going to discuss a whole bunch of controversial topics, like you deadbeat husbands who think you're supposed to go 50-50 with your wife, but still want to be the head of the house. She got to pay her half the light bill. You got to pay your half the light bill, but now one of y'all ain't got y'all half, so it's dark on half the house. And you women who can't keep no man because you got these smart ass mouths. Oh, and my personal favorite is you broke dudes who always want a woman to lay down with you, but you ain't never got no money on nothing. So tune in. You're not going to want to miss this show. Real Talk with Ray, coming soon to Cussing Pastor Live TV.
Whether you live in Memphis or anywhere in the country, security is an important feature. And that's the reason, whether it's your home or whether it's your business, you need to entrust your security to a company that can get it done just the way it needs to be done. That's the reason I entrust my home security and my business security to Shoney's Electronic Repair. In a city like Memphis, your security, your protection, your life, your safety is very important. Let me tell you one of the features that I really enjoy is being able to take my cell phone, and before I arrive at my house or even here at the church, I can see completely around the building. And that's important, especially for you ladies on your way home by yourself. You can see who's around your house, in front of your house, and even of your house. I'm telling you, Shoney's Electronic Repair is the company that you need to call right now. They also provide monitoring so that if anyone does break into your home or your business, the police is notified immediately. They also have the video doorbell, so when someone pushes your button and goes ding-a-ling, well, you can see them and you can talk to them anywhere in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, if safety is an issue at your home or your business, pick up that phone right now and call Shoney's Electronic Repairs, area code 901-826-6447. That number one more time for your complete safety is 901-826-6447.
I was helping my coworker get her son out of jail, and a friend of mine referred us to Tiger Bonding Company. Neither one of us knew what to do to get the process started. The staff at Tiger Bonding informed us of what was required and professionally guided us through the process. The agents at Tiger Bonding turned a stressful situation into a pleasant experience. I recommend to anybody that needs the service of a bail bond company to call the dependable and reliable Tiger Bonding.
Are you looking to relocate your home or your business? Do you need someone that's professional, affordable, and reliable? Then you need to call Movers and More at 331-0063, 901-331-0063. Movers and More specializes in both commercial and residential relocation. They have 25 years of experience and are open 7 days a week. They also offer free estimate and offer local and long distance moving. Call Movers and More 901-331-0063, 901-331-0063.
Sweet Flame Candles by Brittany. Do you need to relax after a hard day's work? Are you looking to distress from the worries of the world? Run your bubble bath and light a candle. A Sweet Flame Candle. Sweet Flame candles are hand poured and have up to 60 hours of burn time. They have high quality fragrance and a variety of scents: strawberry shortcake, lush lemon, coconut lime, just to name a few. Buy 2 and save 10%. Buy 3 or more and get free shipping. Candles provide comfort and relaxation, and they add ambience to any event. Sweet Flame Candles is Black owned by Brittany Matthews. To purchase your candle, call 615-573-6657 or go to www.sweetflame-candle.myshopify.com.
And we are back. Thank you so much. Have to take care. So I ain't worried about no damn request. Don't you see me on the air? We were talking about chitterlings during the commercial break. I love me some chitterlings, some hot sauce, some spaghetti. I have to put a little sugar in my spaghettis, and some cornbread. Ooh, you're talking about some good eating. Mm-mm. I used to do chitterlings at Thanksgiving and Christmas. That was a place. Why did we quit going to what's the places to get them chitterlings?
Who?
The place over there under the bridge.
Cause she ain't there no more. Them
Oh,
children
she
doing
ain't
it.
And her folk don't clean the chitlins as good. She'll do some shit in their chitlins. Yeah, I put sugar in my spaghetti, in my rice, in my grits, in my cabbage. Now with my cabbage, I put a little sugar in it, and I put a little vinegar in it. It gives me the exact taste that I want. So y'all talking about know the chitlins. Y'all want to know what good eating is. Okay. Keep on living in the time we live it in. Y'all gonna eat the whole pig. You don't put no sugar in your grits? Oh, sugar gotta go in grits. Rice. Ooh, my God. I don't know where y'all learn how to eat that. All right, phone lines are open. Area code 901-231-9239. And I invite you to call. It's 10 minutes to 8, so I got about a little bit over an hour on that. What's your feelings on what I said? Are parents doing what they are supposed to do? Okay. Are parents doing what they need to do? and I'm answering. Somebody's texting me about this. Oh, here goes somebody. Let's see. Go ahead, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Matthew.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I just want to commend you, sir. I think you're doing an excellent job. Just telling like it is. We as black people, we as a people, we just let everything just go and just turn our head to everything. Man, you just keep it back, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Do you have children, man?
Yes, sir, I do.
How many children you got?
I have 2 girls.
Okay. They're in the house with you?
No, sir, they're not.
Okay. Do you still have any rulership over your children?
Yes, sir. My children are very respectful.
Okay. So you're being the example, even though they live with their mother, you are being an example from them.
Yes, sir, I try to be.
Okay. I mean that's because we need more men to elevate themselves in their children's life. Give them the proper role models, man. And that's what we need to do. How old are your children?
I have 1 25 and 1 21.
Okay, they grown.
Yes, sir.
They grown. So they out on their own then, right?
Well, one of my daughters she is, and one of my daughters not.
Okay. What you doing? What you?
And they, I try to teach them, teach them the best way I can. I stay out of trouble. When you're wrong, you're just wrong. But it's simple as that.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right, sir.
And whoever this fool is on Instagram, the famous Phil, sir, this is a real TV show. Why in the fuck would I accept your request? Motherfucker, if you want to talk to me, pick up the goddamn phone and call me. Okay? But you don't get no requests on my page, brother. Damn. All right. Nashville, you tried to call me just a moment ago. I'd like to hear from you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like to hear from you. I'd like to hear from you. Let's go back to Nashville. Did you say CJ or EJ?
TJ, like traffic jam.
TJ. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, TJ.
Well, I agree with what he's saying, but too many parents are not raising their children. What I mean by raising them, when I grew up, I'm 57 years old.
Mm-hmm.
When I grew up, I got spanked, I got punished, and parents nowadays want to do this timeout crap. Well, that doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
And my wife and we're together, and we have a 17-year-old son. And I'm going to tell you, man, I talk to his teachers at school often. They have my cell phone number. Something's going wrong. They feel comfortable enough to call me. I don't get a call from a teacher when he's messing up, but you don't get that calls.
Mm-hmm.
I even go visit the school. And I was at the school one time, and one of the coaches said, "Who's your son?" And I said, "Well, his name's Gabriel." They said, "Well, I don't know him." I said, "Well, he doesn't get in trouble." He said, "Well, that's why I don't know him."
Okay.
But it takes both parents, whether you're together, involved in that kid's life, and I mean every aspect. From his kids, and you mentioned that, to his school, to whatever he's got going on. Not only that, I sit down and talk to my kid an hour or so before he goes to school, and he's used to that. So he comes into I have an office at home. I work from home. People come into my office and we're going to sit down and talk about whatever he needs to talk about. And I don't mean talk while I'm watching TV or talk while I'm working. I'm going to stop everything I'm doing and listen to what he's got to say.
Okay.
But if the kid, and some kids say, well, my parents don't care if I do this. And that statement alone is terrifying to me.
So how old is your child, man?
He's 17.
Okay.
He could be 18 in December. But he don't get to go out at night. He don't get to associate with people that we don't know.
Okay.
In this world today, and I know some of your listeners may say, well, this guy, overwhelming for his kid. My job as his father and his mother's job as his mother is to protect him, number one, and to give him the tools that he needs to be an adult.
Okay.
That's able to adjust.
So now let me ask you this: in the raising of your child, is this the same type of environment as a child you grew up in?
Yeah, both my parents were home.
Okay.
On weekends, we did something together. And when I say we did something together, I don't mean we didn't have a whole lot of money or anything. We might have just went and got some ice cream or just went and took a ride. But we have this kid, and I cannot stress the importance of spending time with your kid. Because if you don't spend time with him, somebody else will.
So do you think that one of the reasons that we see the association that we see with our young people with other badass kids is because the group, the gang, the thugs, the thieves give them the attention that they've been missing in their home?
You're 100% correct.
Okay.
That's all children are looking for. Is somebody that they can feel like is part of a family for them. And just because you're their mother or father doesn't mean you have a family. It just means you spread your seed. Okay. And that's totally different than actually raising a child and being a part of what's going on.
Okay.
As a parent, it's just super important. And yeah, is it hard to give that time every day? Yeah, it's hard. And people trying to work and make a living. But if you ain't willing to give that child that time, don't have a child. Just don't do it.
Okay.
This ain't rocket science, raising a child. But you don't just get to have them and let him or her do what they want to do the way they want to do it. And even when I go to the school, when my son's saying, that girl that gets in trouble all the time, that guy gets in trouble. And then if I get to see their parents, which are rarely, and they come to school and they're dressed like the child, well, I know what the kid got it from then.
Okay. So
I know what the kid got it from.
So are you saying then that a lot of what we see in our children is them mimicking their parents?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. We got certain rules in our house, and one of them is he ain't allowed to be running around with his underwear showing.
Okay.
Whether he home or not. I mean that's going to be, and I mean severely enforced.
Okay. Okay.
And if the kid understands that just like in real life, for every action that you take, there's going to be a reaction. Whether it's good or bad, it's going to be a reaction. And you have to follow the rules. And if you don't follow the rules, there's going to be some repercussions for that. So if you raise them up in their house with that knowledge prior to them becoming adults, they're able to function properly in society. If you raise them up thinking there are no rules, you get to come home whenever you want or not come home at all. You get to do what you want. You get to talk to me any kind of way. Well, guess what? Society has a way of dealing with people like that.
So why do you think that black parents have become so lax in the raising of their children?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm going to say that they're so busy trying to survive, just basically survive in society.
We blame it on movies. We blame it on the videos, we blame it on rap. Is it because
You
of...
just blame it on yourself.
Okay, now that's
You
it.
have to take responsibility for how you raised your child.
Okay.
I mean, you ain't gonna see me blaming somebody else or saying if my kid hasn't been in trouble, but if you got in trouble, you ain't gonna see me saying, hey, generally he's a good kid. I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
No, we got to take responsibility for that. He's got to learn to take responsibility for his actions as a young person.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't take responsibility, or she doesn't take responsibility, so I ain't gonna issue some responsibility. I can tell you that.
Well,
right now.
and when you do grown folk thing, you have to accept grown folk consequences. The young man that I'm speaking of, he put himself not just really in a grown person's place, but in a fool's place. Okay? That you're going to go out and you're going to rob somebody, you're going to take their belongings. You put yourself in the wrong position, and you had a weapon, and the person that you're trying to rob made the choice that I don't want to die today. I don't want to be a victim today. So better you than me.
So if you're asking me if I have any sympathy for that child, I'm just gonna be brutally honest. The answer is no.
Mm-hmm.
I work too damn hard for what we have. Me and my wife both. We work every single day. Sometimes I work 7 days a week.
Okay.
And for somebody to think they're gonna come try to take it, all bets are off. If he dies, he dies. And I know that sounds rough.
No, that's fact, man. See, we've been too nice with this conversation of our children. It's gonna get better. Let's pray it out. And I tell folks, get up off your damn knees. Okay? You want to pray, you want to hold these prayer sessions, but you got to get out off your knees and raise your children. Your commitment was not to pray for your children. Your commitment was to raise them. You have a responsibility to raise your children. You have a responsibility to have rules and regulations in your house that you mandate. Not what he wants, but what he needs. What you know as a parent is the best thing for him. Hey man, I appreciate your conversation, man.
Thank you for taking my call.
No, thank you for calling, sir. Yeah. They got some smart people in Nashville. Phone lines are open. 901-231-9239. And the guy was absolutely right. We as a society want to put the blame for the acts of our children on everybody but where it goes. And it goes at home. You are the responsible party. Well, his daddy ain't here. Well, you the one got your legs over behind the club, on the back seat of the car, on the ground, in the bushes, wherever you happen to be. You the one got pregnant. So it becomes your responsibility, even if the man is not there, to raise that child correctly. I didn't have no man in my house. And yes, I did some shit. But I knew that there were repercussions for my actions. Your mom put my ass out. Oh, you want to be grown? Then you need your own house. And she told me, in your own house, you can shit in the middle of the floor. And I ain't got nothing to say. Because it's your house and your shit. And I thought I was grown. Till I got out there and I had to deal with what grown is all about. And grown has nothing to do with your age. Grown has everything to do with responsibility. And we don't give our children responsibility as they grow up. You trying to set some rules at 5, 6, and 7, and 8 years old. You 5 years too late. You got to give them some rules when they come out of that while they're sucking on the titty. Don't suck my titty like that. You got to give them some rules. Don't raise your voice at me. I grew up in an era where you had to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. And I find myself, even at 63 years old, when I go into a place of business and there is a young lady or a young man that's in their 20s and I'm doing business with them, it's yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, because that was what was instilled in me. You couldn't say no. Yeah, no. Yeah and no will get your ass a backhand lick. They wouldn't even look at your ass. So and so and so and so. Yeah. Lip. And they just keep on doing what they're doing. And your mouth bleeding and swollen and your lip all swollen and stuff. But y'all let your children, yeah, no, by your first name. But not saying no yeah and no no. I got put with anything that gets their hands up. I've had whoopings with broomsticks, mops, bam, frying pans, skillets, anything. Switches, tree limbs, shit, man. Then one of them switches. Tree limbs, belts, real ironing cords. Julie said couldn't even say lie in their household. Couldn't even. I didn't get my cussing professionally until some years later. You ain't got no rules. Yeah, the electric cords, ain't Emmanuel, I ain't talking about them little cute electric cords y'all got now. Used to be an extension cord about that thick. It was brown and black. It'll tear your ass up. And then Hot Wheels racetrack. Woo! They bought me a Hot Wheels racetrack for Christmas. Hell, I thought it was for me. Shit, tore my ass up with the damn racetrack. Yeah, she sounded like a fool when she, Cleta! She sounded like a 20 baby having food. Yeah, ooh, that Hot Wheels track. And then I got them whoopings where my auntie got articulate. What you laughing at? She didn't get articulate. Didn't I tell you, instead of just going on and whooping, every syllable got a lick. Didn't I tell you not to go outside and get your clothes dirty and to be in this house before the sun went down? Damn. But them whoopings have kept me out of the penitentiary. Them good whoopings. They send you outdoors to get your own switch. I come back with one of them little cute switches. They go out and get another one. So by the time I went out about 4 or 5 times, oh, you just ain't gonna go and get the right kind, did you? You told me to go get a switch. That's all right, baby. They start tying them motherfuckers together. Woo, and tearing my ass up. Let's say you try to be literate. I knew that was too big of a word. Go. What do you have to say?
I would just want to say in response to what you were saying, we are not allowed to raise our kids the way that we are raised.
Wait a minute. Let me stop you. Who don't allow you? The who?
System.
The system.
How does the system not allow you to raise your kids?
Okay, so prime example. I'm 36. I was raised the same way you was raised. I mean, we couldn't talk back, we couldn't curse, we couldn't do none of this in the house. So when I try to raise my kids that way, you talk back, I mean, you get hit in your mouth. That's how we were. You had to think hard to say you cursing, you got hit in your mouth. Mm-hmm. I was trying to raise my kids the same way, but I don't know what they heard. My kids went to school, and I don't know who they talked to. DCS was at my door. You can't whoop your kids this way. You can't do this. You can't do that. We're going to arrest you. We're going to do this. We're going to charge you with this. We're going to charge you with this. I mean, so at some point, your hands are tied when it comes to raising your children.
Now, let me interject here. The federal law says that you are allowed to whoop your child on the ass. No, you're not allowed to do like we did, because we got hit anywhere the old folk could find a spot. Okay, I've had some bruised lips. I don't know if I had no black eyes or nothing, but I had some whoopings. And here's one of the things that happened. When the government got involved in the raising of your children and the discipline, and I'm talking about fab discipline. I ain't talking about child, what you call it? Abuse. What's the word?
Abuse.
Abuse. I'm not talking about child abuse. I'm speaking of whooping children. I was mischievous. I got whoopings often. Okay? And the reason I got whoopings often was I was mischievous. I do shit, and then I act like I ain't did nothing. Okay? And my auntie knew I've been instigated. I've been gassed other folk up to do shit. And and I said that he did it, she did it. Okay? The CPS does not, in many cases, allow you to do what is necessary with your children. My answer to CPS is, then you take him. You raise him. Okay? If you're not going to allow me, and I'm not abusing the child, if you are not going to allow me to do what I need to do, then you need to come up with a plan on how to raise this child.
Well, can I answer that?
Sure.
Okay. I'm the person who commented on your page when my 15-year-old got the 4 years in jail.
Okay.
For doing the same thing this child was doing.
Okay.
Before it even got that far, I went to the Department of Children's Services on 3rd Street. Okay. And I said, look, if I can't discipline my child, y'all can get him up out of my house. Okay. Because y'all don't want me. At that time, they had been to my house 2 times. Been to the school and talked to him and everything I knew nothing about until they knocked at my door. I said, well, if I can't discipline my child, then y'all can get him up out of my house. If we take your child, if you give him to us, we're going to have to charge you with neglect. I can't discipline him, I'm giving him to you, but you want to charge me and take me to jail for neglect?
How old was he? How old? So he was about 12, 13 at the time. He's in jail now, right?
And he's been in jail over a year now. He had 3 more years in what is a Wilder Youth Development.
So he's outside of Nashville.
No, it's not Nashville. It's right after. It's in Summerfield.
Okay, wow. Okay. Now, what did he go to jail for?
He had kidnapping charges.
Kidnapping. Wait a minute, baby. How old is he?
He's 15 now. He was 14 when he got his time, which was over a year ago.
Who did your 14-year-old child kidnap?
Basically in the state of Tennessee, if you force a person from one location to another
Right.
What's going up included is called kidnapping.
Right. Well,
basically, along with like 4 other teenagers, watched this Latino lady go into her house. They forced her into the house and they stole some things out of her house. So, in the state of Tennessee, kidnapping carries 8 years by itself. So he got those kidnapping charges along with 4 other kids. But I'm just saying, like, when I was crying out for help, asking DHS to help me, or take this child because I can't do nothing else, and y'all want to take me to jail, they was like, nah, we gonna take you to, it ain't nothing we can do. You got to keep him in your house, or we gonna take you to jail for neglect. I'm not neglecting him. When I'm trying to, I'm asking y'all for help, but y'all ain't helping me. I'd rather him be in jail than for him to rob you coming out of your place to live. But y'all can't help me.
so now let me ask Dale something, because Dale was a counselor. What's the name of that place? Youth Villages. And Dale was saying that you went about it the wrong way. What way, Dale, should she have went?
Since DCS had already come to her house because of a report from the school, she should have gone through the school, just like use them. She should have took the same steps. Look, he acting up at home. I need y'all to call. They need the school to call DCS. Then they would have taken them and removed them, and it wouldn't have been anything on her.
Okay. And a lot of times we find that parents don't know the proper way to handle that. Did you speak to anybody else out about this matter?
The only thing, when I got to my wit's end, where I felt like it was nothing else I could do, I went to the DHS on 3rd Street, and so, they don't let you behind the glass unless you have an appointment.
Right.
I had somebody come out and speak to me, and I was telling her that, everything that I was going through as far as he's not listening to the people at school, he's not listening to me at home, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. And the last thing she could tell me was that, I said, well, he's not listening to me. Y'all come to my house, y'all have been to my house twice about this for my child. Can y'all get him out of my house? And the last thing she told me was that, well, ma'am, we're going to have to charge you with neglect if you give him to us. Because you're getting your child up.
Now, let me ask you this.
I'd rather him be in your custody than to see him rob you, come outside of the store, or come outside of the bed. I'd rather him be in custody than to see him rob you.
Let me ask you this. All right, let me ask you this. Where was his father?
His father had been in and out of his life, and that's one of the reasons why he always acted out. Like, his dad could tell him, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And when he don't fulfill and come through with those promises that he promised him, then everybody else has to get the ass in of what he had going on. Like, if his dad don't come through, he going to act a fool at school, he going to act a fool at home. So at some point, I cut the whole relationship out with his dad. Because I knew that he was the main problem as to why he was acting out.
No, what you should have did, baby, was give him to the daddy.
I did that. Then his daddy came to an agreement. I said, if you I have a written letter from his dad right now. I have it right now. I said, if you get him, I'll pay you out of child support. If you get him, because he had really just started paying child support before this agreement. We had probably 3 months prior to this. I said, if you get him, I will take you out. If you get him till he turn 18, I'll take you out child support. And I told him everything that came along with his child. I said, look, he this way, he that way. You can expect to see this, he gonna do this, he gonna do this. When he got him, I live in Memphis, his dad lives in Arizona. He paid for him a flight ticket to come to Arizona. After he had did everything that I had already told him he was gonna do, even to the point where he sent me a letter, a picture of the letter that his apartment complex was getting ready to evict him because my son had just went to Arizona and turned it out. Tore up the apartment and everything like the year he evicted. He sent him back on the plane. And at this point, I had already went to child support and took that if he could be with his daddy, then a lot of his problems would probably stop because he really just was longing to be with his daddy. But these men so sorry, don't know that, don't understand that they could just be a part of their son's life, that it could stop a lot of this stuff that's going on in them. Just be a part. That's all they want to do is be with their daddy. But they so sorry, they can't even spend time with these boys.
So let me ask you this. As this boy child of yours was growing up, what were the rules in your house?
Well, because I was a young mother and I had him, let me say this, my daddy is a pastor. My daddy's been a pastor for a long time, but my daddy lives in Mississippi.
Who is your daddy?
My dad lives in Mississippi. He's in Mississippi.
What's his name?
But when I had him as a young parent, I was working and going to school in Southwest Tennessee. So my dad and his wife took him, in from birth. Like as soon as I had him, they took him and, and was helping. Pretty much just helping me because I was so young and I had him.
Mm-hmm.
So they helped raise him. He grew up in the church, played the drums and all that stuff. So, because he didn't have a daddy, and his daddy was just who he is. So he was raised right. Okay. It's just that when I started allowing him to go around people who were allowed, when I started allowing him to go around kids who were allowed to do what they wanted to do, that's when I lost control.
Okay, now that's a delicate area. Why did you allow your child to go around these out of control children?
Because it was one of my relatives' house. And just me being, at the time I was working second shift. So me just, I'm at work at night. So I'm gonna let him go over here so he won't be at home, with my older child, which wasn't that old, enough to tell him what to do, and he wasn't gonna listen to her anyway. So I'm like, well, I gotta go to work. So I'm gonna let him go on over here with them. So, at least he'll have some kind of adult around. So, to watch him. But that's the worst mistake of my life.
How long did it take for you to find out that going to your folks' house was the place that he needed to be?
It wasn't real long at all because right after that, that's when I found out, he smoked weed. Oh, okay, they said he smoked weed. Then later I found out, he got a gun. Oh, they say he got a gun. And I'm
No, whoa, stop. They say he got a gun.
I never saw it because I'm a young woman, 36, but I'm raising kids like I was raised. I'm talking that you can get in your mouth.
Okay, but let's go back. How old were you when you had the child?
I was in the 12th grade, so I was like 18 when I had him.
You were 18.
I was 18 when I had him.
Where were you living when you was 18?
In Mississippi with my dad's sister.
Okay. What part of Mississippi?
It was around 2004.
What part of Mississippi were you in?
Greenville.
All right, you're in Greenville, Mississippi. Your dad is the pastor of the church down in Greenville.
Right.
Why did your parents, why did your parents give him back to you?
It wasn't that they gave him back to me. We had an altercation, a misunderstanding about something, money situation. So at the time, I'm thinking, hey, I'm young, I'm 19. So I'm thinking, well, I'm grown. I know what I'm doing. Give me my child back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I went to them, give me my child back. And that was the worst mistake of my life. I got him back. Okay, he's there where he should have been. And in life, you make mistakes. That was one of the worst mistakes of my life. I'm, trying to, because me and them got something going on. I'm trying to hurt them by taking the child. I'm like, hey, give me my child back. I'm knowing legally I got a right to keep my child back because I never gave nobody custody of him. They were just helping me by taking care of him.
So you do understand that you made a bunch of foolish mistakes?
I do know that. I was 19 years old. I'm 36 now.
Okay.
I look back at all kind of stuff I did then that I was like, why did you do that? But it's coming back on me. I should have left him there with them who was raising him, and that should have been it. But me at the time, I'm like, I'm trying to hurt them. They not doing what I want them to do. I'm trying to hurt them. So I took him with me. And that was the worst mistake of my life. I moved him from Mississippi to Memphis to stay with me.
So how many?
And he got exposed.
So how many other children?
He got exposed to some stuff that I just was like, wait a minute, I ain't ready for this.
So how many other children do you have?
I have 3 other children. I have a 21-year-old. He's my oldest son. He's 16 now. He's 18, 16, whatever. I can't remember.
Okay.
He's 16. He's 16, and I have a 12-year-old and a 7-year-old. All of them are 5 years apart.
So what are you doing differently?
I mean, now, let me say, well, differently now, I see like a lot of stuff that I did as a younger person, like, I'm able to think about the stuff before I just react because I'm angry about something. I have to think about the well-being of the child instead of because I'm mad right now.
All right, but you didn't answer what I asked you. What are you doing differently now in raising your children?
Well, that was the only time that then just letting, them keep him. I have my own children now. I don't let nobody else raise my
That's still not the question, because you had your son and you fucked up. Okay, you had your son and you fucked up. Now that you might as well admit it because you fucked up. And you still finding excuses for you fucked up. And you know what? You fucked up. Life goes on. His ass is in jail. Now, but you got 3 other children. Okay? Are they all in your house?
Yes, they are.
Why is the 21-year-old in your house?
She in that house because I'm not trying to force her out, but she works, And I'm trying to teach her different from how I was when I was 21.
So what are you teaching her?
That she has to work for whatever it is that she wants because ain't nobody giving nobody nothing.
Does she
really have a lot of
Does she have children?
At 21, I didn't really have a lot of people to say, hold my hand and show me this and then show me that. You know what I'm saying? So at 21, I'm trying to teach her that ain't nobody giving you nothing. You got to work for everything you want.
What are the rules? What are the rules of your house?
You can't smoke in my house. You can't lay up in my house. If you're gonna stay here, you gotta work. What else you ask for a 21-year-old?
She paying any bills?
No, she don't pay any bills. I don't ask her to pay any bills.
Why?
I want her
Whoa. Why?
Because I want her at this point. I don't ask her to pay any bills because I want her to buy her a car first.
No. You already messed up. You messed up. You got to teach her how to be responsible. Her getting the car is her business. Okay? If she's living in your house, she needs to pay some bills. Even if it ain't nothing but a couple of small bills, she needs to pay something on a bill in the house. Does she have children?
Come back.
Does she have children?
She got a 6-month-old.
Okay. So, did you not teach her since you teaching her to be responsible? Did you teach her she need to close her damn legs?
And hold on, wait a minute. Let's say I was 14 when I had her. So for her to graduate from high school and all that stuff with no kids, I'm fine with that.
No, whoa. I got to stop you, baby. You fine with her having a baby. Okay, you fine with her having a baby in your house. Have a baby in your house. She can have a baby in her own house.
She was not living with me when she got pregnant with her child. She was living with her dad. Her and her dad couldn't get along for whatever reason.
No. They couldn't get along because she done had a baby and bring them into his house.
Well, that's fine, whatever his rules were, but I wasn't going to leave her out on the street and just not let her have nowhere to go.
But what are you teaching? How are you teaching her to be responsible?
I'm teaching her that I'm not going to take care of. I don't take care of her baby. She works.
No, yes you are. Yes, you are taking care of her baby. Yes, you are.
Because I don't make her pay.
Because she living in your house where you paying all the bills, so you taking care of her and the baby. They both pimping you.
But what I'm saying is, I understand. She's 21. I mean, she's 21 for the baby.
Baby, you know what? Wait a minute. But you are allowing her to make the same fuck ups that you made.
No.
Yes, you are.
Allowing her. No.
Yes, you are.
I am trying to show her that at 21, I ain't had nobody. So at 21,
well, goddamn. She grown enough to gap her legs open and get fucked and have a baby. But now she was gonna have the baby at the dad's house. The dad wasn't gonna have that shit. Okay? Dad wasn't gonna have that shit. You ain't guiding her. You're not guiding her. You are allowing her. You're allowing her to live over you free. And there is nobody living that can live free. And if you don't make her pay some bills, who keeps the baby?
That's only for the moment. She is working. She's taking care of her baby. And the next thing I want her to do is I'm trying to get her to do is get transportation for her and her child. Then I'm helping her be a friend. I'm helping her do all of that nobody, I didn't have to help do at 21 years old.
So who gives her the work now?
I got her a job where I work in, so she goes to and from work with me.
What kind of work you do?
I work in manufacturing. I've been working in manufacturing since I was 19 years old. I'm 36 now. So
she works the same shift you work?
She works the same shift I work.
So who keeps the baby while y'all working?
His dad keeps him.
Who's dad?
I take him to we drop the baby off with his dad in the morning time, and we pick him up from.
Hello? I ain't touched nothing.
And that's another complication in her story.
What?
Those kids got different daddies. So if the girl is going with her daddy, that little boy looking and seeing all that daddy and daughter love, and he want to be with his daddy. But they waited too late. They should have started there. Man.
Well, see, my next question was, how is the daddy able to babysit?
Because he ain't got no job. And you don't babysit your own damn babies.
How are you able to keep the baby while the woman works? Maybe she working a night shift. I didn't hang up the phone. Is that her calling back to you?
Oh.
Go ahead, James Smith.
Turn your TV down.
Cut your TV down, please. Okay. You ain't got to sit up there and talk on goddamn phone. I'm going to drop my baby off at his daddy's house while I go to work. I need a drink. Woo! But this is a complication that we have in our society. And I don't mean the young lady no harm, but you making the same mistakes, baby, with your daughter that you made with yourself.
Ashley said, to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Wait a minute, what did I do?
Call from.
Wait a minute.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Go ahead.
Hey, guys, going back to the lady that just called, man. It's a real epidemic with our children because I work in education.
Okay.
And I had some students in my room just talking about this, that, and the other. So one of the students said that his parent had spanked him the night before because he had stolen something.
Okay.
And she, his mom whipped his ass. That's what he said in the class.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, it got back to the administrator, my principal, that this kid had said this in my class. I did not tell because I got my ass whipped for a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
I didn't tell him.
Mm-hmm.
My administrator did two things. The first thing that she did was she called CPS because she had got a report that this child, she interviewed the child admitted what they had said. She called CPS. The second thing my administrator did came into my class, pulled me out, and told me that I was subjected to losing my teaching license. I asked her why. She said because the child said in my presence that they had got whipped, and I did nothing, that I was putting my license on the line because I did not report that this child was sitting in my class, and it indicated that he had gotten whipped. And I told my principal, and she and I are about the same age, I said, I don't know how you were raised, but I said, when I was in school, not only did my mama and pops whip me, the teachers whipped me back then. I mean, I understand it's a different time now. I'm not touching nobody's kid, but it's a different time now.
So go ahead.
So the process that she explained to me was this. What should have happened when a parent recognizes that their child is out of control instead of whipping the child, they need to go and file what is in here we call a BPC petition, a Beyond Parental Control petition at the court. And then once the Beyond Parental Control petition is filed at the court then gets involved. They put diversion services in, they put in-home counseling, mentoring, and so on and so forth in. And if those services don't work, then the child can be placed on probation, sent to detention, sent to whatever. So I said, so it sounds to me as the system is set up to incarcerate these children and get them involved in the legal system at an early age. I mean, for still, you want the parent to go down to the courthouse and say, my child stole something from me, because don't whip them, take them to court, and they get them involved in the legal system. This young man, 13 years old. So you want them to get involved in the legal system at 13 years old? When the parent recognized that she could have handled that herself, and she did, and after the kids finished joking about it, I'm sure that if it happened again, number one, he's not going to tell nobody, but number two, I think he would think twice because of the consequences that his parents gave. But the system that is designed now to get these kids into the legal system as soon as possible, so that they can begin that incarceration process. Once you get involved with the legal system, you're 200 times more likely to be reincarcerated or recidivate than you would if you were never involved in the system.
So let me ask you a question, man. What school system are you in, first of all?
I'm in North Carolina.
Okay. All right. So what is the rule? Because I'm pretty sure it's probably the same in most school systems across the country. If a child is in your classroom and he's did something at home and he's been disciplined at home and he makes a noise about it in the room, whether he tells you or you hear it in the classroom, you got to report it?
That's what I was told. And I was told that had he told this to someone else, had he told this to somebody else, another licensed professional, another teacher, another somebody else, and not my principal, and they took it somewhere else and they called social services, and that person told social services, well, he said it with Mr. in the classroom. His teacher was in the classroom and did not say anything. They could have came back, investigated me, and I could have possibly lost my license. Now, I've been in human services since 1994. Okay. So I would have been real pissed off. I would have been real pissed off to lose my license on something.
Right. But because a child gets a
reporter is no longer if I see it. Okay. I mean, when I first started this business, I had grandparents or parents would come to my school for conferences, and they would say, thank you for your conference. We have a conference because the child is acting up. And I called a parent. I mean, you act up in my classroom, he will call your parent. I mean, they know straight up, they will call. I'm going to call. I called a parent. Many times parents come up, where's the bathroom? And they take them into the bathroom and they do whatever. I go somewhere else. I don't see them. I don't hear anything or whatever. But in this day and age, if you don't have to see it anymore, you don't have to hear it anymore. If they say it in your presence, you have to report what you heard and then let the authorities, the CPS, here is called social services, or DYFS or whatever your agency is, they now have to come in and do an investigation. And I was told specifically, you put your license on the line. So now, when students are talking, I act like I'm busy doing whatever. I'm not even paying no attention. I'm not engaged in their conversation. They could be saying that they're going to screw each other after school. They're going to jump off the building. I act like I don't hear nothing. I put my headphones on. I'm dead serious. I put my headphones on in my classroom. If I'm not teaching, if I'm doing a break time or whatever, I have my headphones on. I'm not listening to nothing they got to say because you ain't going to pick me up in none of your book and none of the stuff that's going on at home. But the parents have really, really, they have really lost control. The government has come in and tried to take over these houses. And the government can't run the country. How the hell you think they can run somebody's house?
Yeah.
And that is the problem. That's why we're seeing this proliferation. I understand the civil act and all that stuff, but another piece of the pie with all that is this stuff right here. And these children know. Your parent looks at you wrong. They talk to you wrong. They say it wrong. They raise their voice at you. Or whatever the case might be. You can pick up the phone. You can call 911. You can tell them that you don't feel safe. And I probably shouldn't be saying this. I'm sure there's some kids listening. But you tell them you don't feel safe. And then we're going to come out and we're going to do an investigation on your parent. And people do know the kids are safe. So the parents, if your child is doing some crazy stuff in the house, go to the court. That's how the protocol, and tell them, hey, this child keeps doing this, keeps doing it. I'm filing a beyond parental control petition. Here it's called a BPC petition. A beyond parental control, some places call it a CHIPS petition, child abuse services, or child abuse supervision petition. With the court system, get them involved, get services in place, and if they don't comply then let the government want to run your house, the government have to take it over. Now, here's the key to all of that. You got to start whipping them or spanking them or disciplining them before they can pick up the phone and call 911. You can't wait no longer till they get 6 and 7 years old. Right. And they go to school, and the school kind of got to tell them or they're liable. So before they can call 911, before they might have dialed 911, see, too many parents, when these kids are 1 and 2 years old, they smack them in their face. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that shit, excuse me, not cute. That's all right. That ain't cute, doctor. He can say cuss words. Oh, he learned how to talk. No, he need to be buzzed in his mouth. Right then. Let them know that you are in control. And it starts at that point. But don't wait until they start embarrassing you. And they start doing things that are destructive. And then you want to start calling. You should have started calling when he called you a bitch the first time. When he was 1 and 2 years old. He shouldn't be able to get no teeth in his mouth before he got the itch out. He was not the teeth, but 1 and 2 teeth in his mouth should have been on the floor. Yeah, it happens then before they call 911. The truth is, train up a child. Well, it starts when they pop out. When they pop out, that's when the training starts.
But the question that I have to ask in this is, Do you think that there is a partnership between CPS, the school system, and these prisons?
Pipeline to prison.
Prisons.
To answer that question, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
To answer that question, Doctor, yes.
Okay.
You know they're building prisons based on third grade test scores. Third grade is about 8 years old. Now they say it's an urban legend, but I was here for a period of time, and that actually is they're basing projections based on the numbers of students who are not passing third. Because in third, when you turn 8 years old, that's when you move from reading to learn, or learning to read, I should say, to beginning to read to learn. And every behavior theorist says 8 years old is when your cognitive development has a motor to shake. So yes, there is one. And you do know that prisons, I don't know whether you got them in Tennessee, but in many places they got these private prisons.
Sure.
You got to pay for the beds, whether you got them sealed or not.
Well, and that's the point. That was the point I was about to go to. Here in the state of Tennessee, I don't know, I forget the name of FCI or one of them eyes. There is a contract. These private institutions have a contract with the state of Tennessee. In the state of Tennessee, it's near 80% of all of the beds have to be full, and that's throughout the state of Tennessee. 201 property is our main jail. All of these mental institutions have to have full beds, and for every bed that falls below quota, the state of Tennessee has to pay these private institutions for that. So that makes me think, man, that the job of all of these places is the fill of the prisons. It's not about what's that word?
Reformation.
Yeah, rehabilitation. It ain't about rehabilitation anymore, man. It's about you going to jail and doing the time so that the private institutions get paid, so that the state gets paid as well. And the sickening thing about it is, you can say this over and over and over again, and they don't believe it. And our young men don't understand that the prison system has a quota of black men to keep in jail. And you fall into the big business game of prison by just doing stupid stuff. You got to pay the bailsman, the courts, the judges. Everybody gets paid for you being locked up.
I'm not sure how much your prisons do down there, but in the state, all of the state buildings are before COVID, were maintained by the prisons. What I mean by that is they were cleaned by the prisoners, the people who cut the grass were prisoners who were on work release. People who did the janitorial services were prisoners who were on work release. Inside the facilities.
Same thing here.
All the work in the facilities were done, and then there were private contractors who had bids to do that were contract with our Correction Enterprises, I believe is what the name of it is, to build furniture and to build garments and so on and so forth that they sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. But these prisoners get paid $1, $2, $3. They're lucky $3 a day, but typically somewhere closer to 70 cents to $1 a day. But they have put in all this labor to make these products that are being sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars that they will never get a chance to see. So it's institutionalized slavery all over again.
You look in California now with the wildfires that are going in. There is a large percentage of the firefighters that are prisoners who are putting their life on the line for what, maybe $1 a day. And if they get killed, okay, well, you did. We didn't lose no real talent, or we didn't lose a real firefighter. We lost someone that was a property of the state.
Yes. And what the guys don't realize, the 13th Amendment, the people think that slavery went out with Lincoln. The 13th Amendment is still in the Constitution. The 13th Amendment says slavery is ended, but you can still be enslaved. It is in the Constitution. If you commit a crime. So every person that has one of these DOC or whatever they're called in the Department of Prisons, Department of Corrections numbers on, they are technically a slave. And the prison has become the new plantation. I think there was a liberal book on it, Jim Crow, and she talks about the prison industrial complex, and that's what has happened nowadays. That's what has happened, and I hate to say this, people, but Bill Clinton and Joe Biden were and Hillary were the major proponents. But we saw the escalation of blacks going to prison in the 90s when crack came to the scene, and members of the Congressional Black Caucus asked Mr. Biden and President Clinton said that we need to whip them a little bit harder. They out here selling this crack and turn up the community a little bit harder. And they changed the states from powder cake to cocaine to crack cocaine. They're two different sentencing guidelines for that. But look, if you look a few years ago when that was hitting real big, we need treatment because meth wasn't affecting the ghettos, meth was affecting non-black kids, non-colored children. And so they got their children treatment. But when it came to us, we need to be locked up. Something's wrong with that picture as well.
And I have appreciated your call from North Carolina tonight. You hit a lot of strong points and a lot of points that our people need to know, man. And as Scripture says, we perish for the lack of knowledge, man. And our young people have no knowledge. They want no knowledge. Their parents have no knowledge. So they are the DNA of irresponsible people. You put two cats together, you get a cat. You put two cows together, you get a cow. Two dogs, you get a dog. You get two misinformed fools together, you produce another misinformed fool. Man, thank you so much for your call. Thank you, man. It's about 7 minutes before the hour. We'll play the commercials on the end of the show. But this has been a very interesting show. I think this has been one of the better shows with calls tonight. And I want you to understand that all around the country, there are prison camps being built in the name of FEMA. There are prison camps all over this country. Man, who do you think they're for? Okay, who do you think that they're for? You need to talk to your sons, you need to talk to your daughters. And if you're waiting to have a conversation with them, and you're just now having one, man, trouble. So I want to take this last call. Let's see. Come on, make it quick. I'm about to go. I can't understand you on that damn EBT phone. I'm finished for tonight. I'm tired. I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning and do my radio show where I play the best in blues from 6 until 9 o'clock Central Time. Then we got the midday show at 1 o'clock, and then this show. And I think I did the best thing in changing the title on tonight and changing the discussion level. It's time for us as a people to wake up. There is a plan of elimination for us. Many of you are excited about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And I'd say to you this, there's no difference in Joe Biden and Donald Trump, but being more open than the other. Hell, Trump just blatantly does what he does. This is the same man who sponsored legislation to lock black men up. This is the same man who stated that he didn't want his little white children to go to school with black children. And the excuse that many use is he didn't change. When has the white man in America changed? Because they rub you on your head and pat you on your head and rub you on your stomach. You're a good white man now. Man. The Blues is on AM 1600 WMQM. Those of you around the country, you can get me at 6 o'clock in the morning on the TuneIn app. Put the TuneIn app together. It's free. And you can listen to me play the blues in the morning. That's right. So he said, you ain't black if you don't mess with him. I talked to some people today, a friend of mine who is with the Trump organization. I'm trying to get some of their advertising money. I'm going to ask for about $10,000, $12,000. And if they pay me, I'm going to run their ads. I'm not putting my faith in this election. I'm not putting my faith in Donald Trump. I'm not putting my faith in Joe Biden. I'm an independent. I am not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. And what we are seeing going across this country now, we're saying that it's okay to vote for anybody but Trump, which may be if that's your thinking. But what is Joe Biden going to do for black people? Is the best that you can do is Kamala Harris. Is that what you're doing for black people? Because some of us realize that the only reason that you have a black vice presidential candidate, not a candidate, nominee, running mate, that's what it is, because she's not a candidate, is because you want to fool black folk. And some black folk do not see beyond black. You don't see the forest for the trees. And you're right, the only thing that can fix this country is God right now. Man, you better start thinking. You better start raising your children. I'm going to save this show on Instagram. It's already saved on these other mediums. And if this only stays up 24 hours, you go to my Facebook pages and this is there. It'll be there for you to go back and listen to. And somebody's right. Congress is what we need. Okay. You better put the right folk in the Senate and in the Congress. You worried about the presidency. And here's my prediction, and I hope that I'm wrong, that come late November 3rd, Donald Trump will still be the president of these United States. All right.
What's next?
How can they go? You tired, Dale?
Yes.
Dale. Thank you so very much for being here and being a part. I sure wish you'd join me at 6 a.m. Central in the morning for the best in blues. The best in blues. Can't nobody play them no better than I do. For those of you outside the Memphis area, go to the TuneIn app. TuneIn. TuneIn. TuneIn app. Put in WMQM. WMQM. And I'll be there playing the blues. In fact, I'll spend about an hour and a half when I get home, putting basically the first hour of the show together. Thank each and every one of you until we meet again. Top of the evening to you.
Hi, I'm Delphine Polk of DP Enterprises, better known to you as Fix It Dell from the Thaddeus Matthews TV show, only shown on the Cussing Pastor TV network. DP Enterprises is a multifaceted company that offers services from resume writing to contracts and all in between. Our motto is, if you need some help and you want to yell, don't give up, just call Fix It Dell. I'm also available for voiceovers, songwriting, poetry, and short stories. I specialize in executive administration, which duties include business setup, business management, and internet television production. Delphine Polk, Fix It Dell, DP Enterprises, 901-440-0335. Miss Delphine at gmail.com, DP Enterprises. Help TV Show is a platform for our women's only support group. HELP stands for Honest, Encouraging, Loving Practices. Our group is made up of women from various walks of life who've come together to uplift, encourage, and cheer one another on. We share knowledge, exchange information, and enlighten one another. When you need help, just ask. If we don't have the answers, we can at least point you in the right direction. We're here to lend a listening ear, be a partner in prayer, and even an extra pair of eyes when needed. Help the TV Show addresses some of the group's most difficult topics. Help TV is aired on Cussing Pastor TV network on Wednesdays at 4 o'clock p.m. Be sure to join us. Help. Honest, encouraging, loving practices.
May I have your attention, please? This public service announcement is for church leaders and all Bible believers. There is currently a candidate running for office that wants to be the first openly gay state legislator elected and says that he has the support of religious leaders in State House District 90. But did this candidate, when he appeared before the Ministers Association and at various churches in the district, reveal that he had sex with both men and women? Did he reveal that he believes in gay marriage? And did he reveal that he's endorsed by child abortion group Planned Parenthood. As a man who openly says that he sleeps with both men and women, he has every right to run for the office. But if he's seeking the support of Bible-believing voters, they have the right to know his unbiblical beliefs. If you are a believer, you can't, in good conscience, vote for Tory Harris for State House Representative District 90. He's anti-Bible, which means that your vote for him is a vote against everything that the Bible teaches. Will you or your pastor sell your soul for a vote? Don't vote for Tory Harris. Vote for what your biblical beliefs have always told you to do. Stand up for God.
Sweet Flame Candles by Brittany. Do you need to relax after a hard day's work? Are you looking to distress from the worries of the world? Run you a bubble bath and light a candle. A Sweet Flame Candle. Sweet Flame candles are hand poured and have up to 60 hours of burn time. They have high quality fragrance and a variety of scents. Strawberry shortcake, lush linen, coconut lime, just to name a few. Buy 2 and save 10%. Buy 3 or more and get free shipping. Candles provide comfort and relaxation, and they add ambience to any event. Sweet Flame Candles is Black owned by Brittany Matthews. To purchase your candle, call 615-573-6657 or go to www.sweetflame-candle.myshopify.com.
Whether you live in Memphis or anywhere in the country, security is an important feature. And that's the reason, whether it's your home or whether it's your business, you need to entrust your security to a company that can get it done just the way it needs to be done. That's the reason I entrust my home security and my business security to Shoney's Electronic Repair. In a city like Memphis, your security, your protection, your life, your safety is very important. Let me tell you one of the features that I really enjoy is being able to take my cell phone, and before I arrive at my house or even here at the church, I can see completely around the building. And that's important, especially for you ladies on your way home by yourself. You can see who's around your house, in front of your house, and even if there's someone on the inside of your house. I'm telling you, Shoney's Electronic Repair is the company that you need to call right now. They also provide monitoring so that if anyone does break into your home or your business, the police is notified immediately. They also have the video doorbell, so when someone pushes your button and goes ding-a-ling, well, you can see them and you can talk to them anywhere in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, if safety is an issue at your home or your business, pick up that phone right now and call Shoney's Electronic Repairs, area code 901-826-6447. That number one more time for your complete safety is 901-826-6447.
Are you in search of more clients and customers? Are you looking to make a positive financial move? Then you need to advertise with the Cussing Pastor. The Cussing Pastor offers both radio and television advertisement at low rates. Packages are also available. If you're an entrepreneur, long-standing or startup, have a franchise, co-op, or if you just want more exposure, get ready to take your business to the next level. The Cussing Pastor puts your items or ideas in front of an audience that's willing and ready to buy. It's okay to have a great product or service, but it's no good if no one sees it. Get seen on the screen with the Cussing Pastor. Call 901-647-6055. Are you ready to move your business to the next level? Get the exposure and promotion that it deserves. Want to stand out on TV and radio and catch the audience of millions of viewers and listeners? Advertise with the Cussing Pastor. Call 901-647-6055. Again, that's 901-647-6055.